a sock in it, will ya? Say, what time is it anyway? What's so funny?
There is no time and space, Mr. Chambers.
I meant what time it is on Earth.
12 o'clock noon.
12 o'clock noon, huh? 12 o'clock noon. 12 o'clock noon.
It was a normal April day, and it was around noon then, too. The world went on much as it had been going on for a while, with everyone fearing war and stuff so much that they had gotten used to that fear. And that's when it happened. That's when we first heard that aliens called Kanamits had come to Earth. That's when we should have prepared ourselves for any eventuality, but we didn't. Instead, we milled around like frightened farm animals, looking for formulas and explanations, while the Secretary General of the United Nations made the first official announcement of the arrivals of creatures from outer space.
At 11 o'clock Eastern Time today, the first of these sightings appeared in New York, New Jersey. Many other of these sightings have appeared around the world. And speaking on behalf of the UN, I fear that it's too early to assume hostile intent from these Kanamits.
The world should remain calm and refrain from any hostility.
So what do they look like?
We don't know what they look like. It's just that they've arrived from outer space. Guys, it's a 5 right now. Let's bring it down to a 1. Thanks. I've just received word that one of them has not arrived so far from here. In fact, one of the representatives is here right now. Get a load of this guy. This is what we call a Kanamit. Height, a little over 9 feet. Weight, in the range of 300 pounds. But you didn't hear it from me. Origin, unknown. Motives, therein lies the tale. I'm going to ask for you a moment to shake hands with the real-life Christopher Columbus. From another galaxy, at another time. This is the Twilight Zone.
Ladies and gentlemen of Earth, we come in peace. Take me to your leader and all that. We Kanamits come from a planet far beyond this galaxy, a planet far more developed than Earth, believe me. But we come as friends. Although we know your language, our own methods of communication are mental rather than verbal. Hence, the voice you're hearing me speak with is totally mechanical.
Perhaps you watched this initial questioning. Most of us did. On television sets, radios, shortwave, and surely some of the questions asked by your representatives must have been identical to a few of your own, because as a race, we are unaccustomed to charity. Brutality is a far more universal language to us than an expression of friendship from outer space. So yeah, you could say we were all pretty weirded out by this Kanamit nonsense.
Would you be willing to be interrogated by official UN delegates so we don't know that you're completely stabbing us in the back?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Senor Valdez from Argentina is recognized.
Oh, thank you, senor. I would just like to know, why did you choose Earth? What's so special about Earth? Huh?
Well, you see, Mr. Valdez, We've recognized that Earth has been plagued with natural and unnatural disasters, and we are here to help.
I recognize Damus LeBlanc from France.
Thank you, Counselor. Excuse me, sir. I must ask, what exactly is the nature of which you plan to do this?
You do not need to know that information. We will not force anything on you anyway. You will take only which you choose to take. For example, tomorrow we will demonstrate to all interested parties a new and extremely interesting power source, which is atomic in nature and can supply a form of electric power for an entire country for the cost of a few dollars. What a steal.
Mr. Gregora from the Soviet Union.
Yes, we in the Soviet Union would like to know if you have any motives for coming here so uninvited. Any ulterior motives you can tell us? Any at all?
There is nothing ulterior in our motives. Nothing at all. You will discover this for yourselves before too long, simply by testing the various devices which we will make available to you. We can show you, for example, how to add a certain very cheap nitrate to a soil and end famine on Earth for good and all. We can demonstrate to you quite practically the principles of the force field in which you may cloak each nation with an invisible wall, absolutely impenetrable by bombs, missiles, or anything else. We ask only that you trust us, only that you simply trust us.
And a lot of people did, surprisingly. Except for a few professionals whose job it was to second guess. In a sense, I was one of these. A decoding specialist for the United States government. And this is where I got into the act.
Well, Mr. Chambers, what do you got?
Migraine and some eye strain.
Can't lick it?
Not in 8 hours, I can't. Now look, Cardinal. It took us like years to figure out the Japanese code. And you expect us to do this in what? A day? Come on, Cardinal, you're killing me here.
You need some more help?
All donations gratefully accepted. Now look, we had every man, woman, and child on our team working on this, and we still can't figure it out. This is like a language from people from outer space. This is like literally impossible.
Are you saying it's indecipherable?
No, we just gotta keep trying, that's all. We've tried everything, Cardinal, and it just still doesn't work. This is a tough nut. This is a real tough nut. How important is it?
Are you really asking me this question? Now listen, this book that they left here for us could have secrets, very important secrets about what these people are hiding from us. Like, I don't know if I can trust them. Like, can you trust them?
Well, I guess I do. I mean, they don't even really care about this book anyway. They just like left it here. They haven't come back for it or anything. They're probably unconcerned with it. Oh, hey man, welcome back.
Hey, dude, how's it going?
So how'd it go? Wait, where's the book?
Did I do that?
Did you leave it? Are you serious? Now look, I would trust these people. They've demonstrated nothing but good to us. I mean, take Argentina for example. That new nitrate they just added to the soil, boy, in 6 hours, that land had more vitamins in it than a drugstore. Now I know that land. Believe me. And it's barren. It's like the worst place on earth. It's completely fruitless. It's just awful. We might like this, we might not. You know, I get a funny feeling about this.
And that is?
That we're looking at gift Kanamit in the mouth. I got another strange feeling.
What's this feeling?
If these Kanamits are as helpful as I think they are, pretty soon you're gonna be out of a job, boy.
I'm not to assume this is a scientific analysis, Mr. Chambers? Or just some Kentucky windage?
A little this, a little that, a little both. Bada bing, bada boom, what can I say? Well, pretty soon, after there's no more wars, no more famine, this place is gonna be a Garden of Eden, I tell you.
Your opinion is most refreshing, Mr. Chambers, but I suggest that you continue your process of decoding what this book really means. And I want to figure out what that word in particular really means.
Alright, chill out.
We got the title at least.
What does it mean? Spill the beans!
Aha! That makes the cheese a little more binding, wouldn't you say, Colonel? To serve man. Now that's an altruistic phrase, wouldn't you say, Patty?
Well, I want to believe.
To serve man. I hope so. I fervently hope so.
And I gotta say, those darn Kanamits really came through. Arid deserts became gardens, and the force field that was to end war did precisely that.
If I could travel in time sometime, I'd travel to the end of all mankind.
Need anything, boss? Looks like I'm heading home.
Need anything? Like what? This place isn't exactly a beehive of activity anymore.
Yeah, there's not many codes to decipher, or that there's no more secret messaging. Soon, you'll be out of the job.
Say!
Well, I mean, it's weird. We're not actually reading anything about bomb threats or plagues or disturbances.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's a new millennium.
Close to it. How many of them are around there now? Did anyone find that out?
A few thousand, I guess. You got embassies in every country now. And for every one of them that comes out here, a few thousand of us go up there to their planet. You know, it's amazing. The fantastic ease with which human beings have adjusted to all of this.
Oh, the complex society of man.
Nothing faces him.
Are you going?
Why, yes. I'm on a 10-year waiting list. Are you going, Patty?
I am too. But during that time, I think I'm going to work on the book some more. I mean, the title is relatively easy, but the rest of the book, that's another thing entirely.
Yeah, okay. I gave up like a month ago.
Wait, Mr. Chambers! Mr. Chambers! We decoded the rest of the book! It's a...
Well, this seems like a good stopping point. Let's take a moment to analyze the elements of fiction present in this here tale. Take the main idea for one. I'm sure it's somewhat obvious from the beginning during Mr. Chambers' monologue. If you look back to his regret over humanity's blind trust in the Kanamits, you can understand that the main idea is that the obliviousness of mankind can lead to its demise. And we're about to find out what that demise is right now. Now, one of the most important elements is tone. Of course, we went ahead and changed the tone from the original one to a much more comical one. As cheesy as the original episode is, the tone is much darker. There is a false sense of security present throughout the whole episode, which makes the reveal of the twist ending much more suspenseful. And we'll see what that twisting ending is right now. Another important element is conflict. Now, the conflict here seems pretty obvious. Or does it? Everything seems to be okay for now, but that's all about to change in just a moment. But before we get back to this story, we would like to ask you, what do you think is about to happen? Discuss amongst yourselves. Don't worry, I'll wait. Do you think you got it? Let's find out. It's a cookbook!
What? I need to get out of here. No, let me go.
Come on, Mr. Chambers, we wouldn't want you to get skinny on us. Eat up.
Get out of here. I don't want this garbage.
Hey, that's from Pottery Barn.
Leave the water though, I'm thirsty.
Okay, I understand.
How about you? Are you still on Earth? Or here on this ship with me? Doesn't matter anyway. Pretty soon, we're all gonna be in the menu. You and me both.
That's a wrap.